Good day, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to check out this video. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind at the end, please give it a thumbs up. I wanted to outline the significant flooding and stuff that is possible for this weekend and talk a little bit about what's going on. Yes, we did get some rain last night, but thank goodness we didn't get as much as we could have. The totals last night ranged from about 0.18 near Frankfurt to around 0.96 or 97, I don't remember off the top of my head, down near Harlan in southeast Kentucky. But for the most part, there wasn't a tremendous amount. The super saturated system that was scheduled to move through actually moved through really fast, and that helped. That helped a bit to not give us any significant impacts from flooding last night or anything like that. And that will, I don't know, it may help a little bit for the weekend. At least we got a few days now. We've got today and tomorrow, and that will help to let some of the water levels go down. But still, we've got a super saturated ground and a significant amount of rainfall coming. So what I want to do is just go right on through these slides. This is the briefing from the National Weather Service in Jackson. We have a very strong storm system that is expected to give us very widespread heavy rainfall with a few embedded thunderstorms. And those thunderstorms can dump a huge amount of rain in a very short period of time. Significant flash flooding, river flooding are very possible Saturday and Sunday. Those living in areas prone to flooding should prepare now and be ready to take action. And I've added this on here. They didn't put it on there. Significant river flooding will linger through next week, probably all the way into Wednesday or Thursday of next week. That's typically the way it works here in this area. What's changed from the last briefing that they did? Not a whole lot. The totals have been upped as far as numbers go, and I'll get into that in a second. They do now have a flood watch issued from Saturday 4 a.m. until 10 p.m. Sunday over all of eastern Kentucky, and you can see that here in the green. Yes, that includes all of us. In fact, to be honest, it's nearly the entire state. There's only a few counties that are not under the flood watch. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see the vast majority of the eastern two-thirds of the United States be under a flood watch here pretty soon. Moderate risk for excessive rainfall. So we're in a level 4 out of 5 for excessive rainfall. And I'll get into that more in a second. Let me go on to the next one. Here's the totals right now. The models have been jumping around a little bit. Not on the amounts so much, but on where they're placing this heaviest band of rain. Right now, the heaviest band of rain does appear to be in this region where it's the red. Yesterday, it was more or less, let me get a different color if I can here. It was more or less over through here. But as of right now, the heaviest band is in this dark orange area, and that's going to be a 4 to 6 total rainfall for Saturday and Sunday. That is significant, folks. That is dangerously high. Well, let's put it this way. 3 to 4 is also high. The one thing that I have noticed over the last couple of updates is southeast Kentucky, Harlan County, Floyd County, and part of Pike County, Bell County. These areas look to be trending into a little bit less. A little bit less. That's good because they've already had more than we have right here in the Red River Gorge area. They've had more than us. So I hope that trend continues, but I would really hope that we don't see all of this rainfall, but it's looking more and more and more likely. Widespread 3 to 4 inches over most of the state. Locally higher amounts, approaching or exceeding 5 inches, is possible, especially under the thunderstorms. That's key. Under the thunderstorms, you could end up with a huge amount of rainfall from one storm. Significant river, stream, and creek rises are quite possible. Flash flooding and area flooding are also quite possible. So keep that in mind. This is a significant event if it holds true. Right now, the National Weather Service's confidence is medium that this is going to happen. They got 3 ratings, low, medium, and high. It's looking really, really likely. And I'm hoping not. I really hope that it doesn't pan out, but it's better to be prepared and be ready. Spend a little bit of time getting stuff. If you've got a basement that floods, getting stuff up and out of the basement or raised up or whatever it is you normally do. It's better to be prepared and not need it than it is to need this need to be prepared and then not have the time to do it. So now's the time to prepare. The forecast rainfall amounts is subject to change as time goes on, but right now this is what we're looking at. The Weather Prediction Center has put us in that moderate risk for excessive rainfall. So we're in a level 3 out of 4 for significant rainfall. Level 3 out of 4. That's pretty significant. This is 3 days out, and they normally don't do that, but they are. So they're pretty confident in the fact that we could see this heavy, heavy rainfall. So a moderate level, 3 out of 4, good possibility. The excessive rainfall can definitely lead to some high impact flash flooding. Flash flooding may even occur in locations that normally don't experience the flash flooding. I mean, it's possible. It could come down so heavy at times that you have flash flooding in places that you normally just don't see it. Please be prepared now. Be ready to take action if a warning is issued or if flooding is observed. Be able to get to higher ground. Have multiple ways to receive alerts. If you don't have a weather radio, try to pick up a weather radio. I think Kroger has them, or at least they did have. Keep an eye out on, listen to the radio. They'll have the National Weather Service breaking in on there if there's significant flooding going on. Now, after this, cold air surges in Sunday night into Monday. This could lead to some very slick and hazardous conditions because of all of the rainfall that's been occurring. You could see some surfaces freeze up and become quite slick. So Sunday night into Monday, dropping down into the teens to lower 20s, that could definitely make a slick time. And speaking of slick time, in the morning, there's a chance to see some pretty slick surfaces because we've had a lot of rain, everything's moist, everything's damp, and we are going to drop down into the 20s tonight. So be aware of that. Okay, so now's the time to prepare. This is from the National Weather Service here. Let me try to move my face out of the way, or I'll just move it all the way. There we go. This is from the National Weather Service. Have a plan in place. Be prepared. Know how you're going to communicate with each other. Have enough food and water to be, maybe flooded in an area for 3 or 4 days. I've seen it here where I live that I couldn't get out for several days because of flooding or maybe a bridge damaged, etc. So please be prepared. Know your flooding risk. If your area normally floods, be ready for it. Be prepared. Prepare your home if you live in an area prone to river flooding or flash flooding. Prepare your family and pets. Do not wait until the last minute to try to gather your essentials or yourself. Be prepared. Okay? Be prepared. It's better to be prepared and not need it than it is to really need it and not be able to prepare. Make sure that your cell phone and portable radios are charged in case you lose power or you have a good battery backup. Okay? Be prepared. And I'm not going to go through all of this, but during the flood, they're giving you some tips, and they're giving you some tips for after the flood. Be prepared or be aware of electrocution risks. Don't try to use electrical equipment or stuff like that if it's got water surrounding it. Okay, that can be very, 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 very dangerous. All right. Connect with your neighbors. If you don't know the area, connect with your neighbors. Talk to them. Say, hey, do we normally flood here? If flooding is expected, help each other. If you need to, help your neighbors. I've already had several people tell me that I'm going to go help so and so to prepare their basement. Thank you. That's amazing and wonderful. And then finally, here the last one is how much water it takes to move. 6 inches of water can knock a person off their feet. 12 inches of the fast-moving water can carry away a small car. 18 to 24 inches can carry away an SUV, a van, or a truck. So please use caution, stay safe, be careful out there, everyone. We do have a couple of days to prepare. So take care. Jesus loves you, and so do I. I'll try to put out some updates again later. Take care. Have a good one.